Lesson, we'll talk about some of the environmental concerns that you'll need to be aware of when you work on computer systems. First, let's talk about disposal. As a PC technician, you'll come across materials that need to be disposed of in a specific manner. Most communities have laws that dictate which materials you can and can't put into the common trash. Environmental laws vary from state to state, so be sure to check your local laws for directives on handling things like batteries, printer cartridges, monitors, and PCs. With that in mind, let's talk about some general rules you should abide by. Let's first discuss batteries. Proper battery disposal can be confusing because disposal guidelines vary for different battery types. For example, in most states, you can throw alkaline batteries in the regular trash, but in other states like California, you can't because they're considered hazardous waste. Instead, they must be disposed of with the Household Hazardous Waste Collection for special recycling. Laptop and notebook battery disposal is an environmental issue as well. Most laptop batteries today are lithium-ion batteries. The problem with this type of battery is that it usually doesn't last more than 2 or 3 years. If you service or support notebook systems, you'll find that you replace batteries for your users frequently. The question is, what do you do with the old ones? In most communities, it's illegal to throw these batteries in the common trash because they're loaded with toxic chemicals and need to be disposed of in the manner dictated by the local community. Contact your local environmental management office to see if there's a recycling facility available. If there isn't, find out what they recommend you do with those old batteries, but don't just dump them in the trash. Another environment issue is printer cartridges. Printer cartridges go dry or run out of toner. If your organization has a lot of printers, you're going to have a stack of old ones in a very short time. In most communities, these empty printer cartridges should be recycled. Some manufacturers accept the empty cartridges back from you, refill them, and then resell them. This reduces landfill waste, provides the manufacturer with a cheap product, and provides you with a source for less expensive printer cartridges. You can usually purchase a recycled printer cartridge for about half the price of a brand new one. Another issue is the disposal of computer monitors. LCD, plasma, and CRT monitors are all considered hazardous waste. These types of monitors can leak lead and other toxic chemicals into the environment and should never be thrown in the landfill. In fact, in many places, it's illegal to do so. In addition, some of the older cathode ray tube, or CRT monitors, can retain a large electrical charge. Even if you've had one of these monitors sitting unplugged in a closet for months, there's a capacitor inside that retains a very hefty AC charge, maybe up to 20,000 volts. It could be a shocking experience to touch one of those. The disposal of old computer systems is another concern. One of the great ironies of the modern information age is the fact that the computer system you bought a year ago for thousands of dollars will be worth substantially less today. As a PC support tech, you're probably going to find yourself throwing away a lot of old PC systems. But again, don't just throw them in the trash. As with batteries and monitors, it's probably illegal to do so anyway. In addition, you should discharge and recycle a desktop system's power supply. The good news is that with a PC system, there's a lot of precious metals inside which can often be recycled. There are many companies that recycle these systems to extract the gold, silver, and other materials from inside. They'll pay you, although not much usually, to give them your system so they can pull the metals out. Once again, check with your local environmental management office to find out what the laws are regarding disposal. Ask them if there's a recycler who will take your old system for you. Be sure to refer to your organization's Material Safety Data Sheet, or MSDS, for the preferred disposal methods for batteries, printer cartridges, monitors, and PCs. Now let's talk about air quality. Computer systems don't function well if they get too cold, too hot, too humid, or too dry. Poor environmental conditions can reduce your network component's lifespan, as well as decrease their reliability over time. The hotter that computer equipment runs, the faster it ages and degrades. And if a system were to get hot enough, it's possible for hardware components to be destroyed. While you can use internal fans and cooling systems to maintain the internal temperature of your laptops and PCs, you should also pay attention to your offices, server rooms, and data centers. The general guideline is to try to keep the temperature at 68 degrees Fahrenheit, but cooler temperatures can be even better, especially in server rooms and data centers where there are a lot of systems. Computer systems don't function well with too much or too little humidity either. Computers are designed to operate within a humidity range, so you need to monitor the humidity within your organization. Too much humidity results in condensation, which is bad for electronic equipment. Too little is also bad because electrostatic discharges are more likely. The drier the air, the more easily static sparks can jump and damage components. The recommended humidity level is usually around 40 to 60%. Now let's talk about cleaning. Although you may wipe your screen and keyboard down occasionally, you probably don't think too much about the cleanliness on the inside. However, a clean computer is important. Having a buildup of dirt and dust can slow or even stop mechanical parts and cause your computer to overheat. Ideally, you should use a compressed air or non-static computer vacuum to remove dust and dirt from inside your computer. Sometimes you might even need to use a damp cloth with mild soap. But be sure to not use strong solvent-based cleaners on your devices, especially your monitors, as they can create discoloration, damage, and buildup. And be sure to turn off all power before putting anything wet near an electrical device. It's best to refer to your organization's MSDS for preferred cleaning solutions before you start. That's it for this lesson. In this lesson, we discussed disposal methods for batteries, printer cartridges, monitors, and PCs. We also discussed the importance of maintaining air quality and keeping our computing devices clean.